Call to order the regular meeting of the Leitchfield City Council for Monday, June 20th, 2022. Everybody stand as Margie Decker's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We got some of our members back. Moon Smith's been to Alaska, and it's good to have him and Debbie back. They had a good time, and we got quite a bit to do tonight. We got a long agenda, and so we'll get right into it. I do want to report to start with. We had an hour work session tonight before the regular meeting. It was like this. It's open to the public. Tonight we had a visitor from Heartland Communications, Kenny Rambo. That's what I got. Isn't that Jessica? Mm-hmm. Kenny Rambo. He gave us a presentation for a new website for the city of Leitchfield, and he also illustrated that he had done a number of communities around the state. Well, a number of communities in South Central Kentucky, Vine Grove, Radcliffe, of course, E-Town, a lot of counties, Industrial Development Committee. He does our tourism. So he gave us quite a presentation, and it was well within budget to what we had budgeted for, but we're going to set on that. If anybody's got any communities got any input to the website, any suggestions, or anything we want to put off, vote on that maybe till the next meeting, and we'll do that. But like I said, I was impressed with it, and I think everybody else was too. And like I said, it was well within reason. It's got a $300 per year maintenance fee after he initially sets it up. So I was very pleased with it. The first thing on our agenda is approval of the regular meeting minutes of June 6, 2022. I trust that you've had a chance to go over that. Lori had emailed them to you. And if you've got any corrections, additions, now would be the time. Otherwise, I'd entertain a motion to approve them.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Margie, Clayton made it. Margie second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Billy Dallas, who just had a birthday and he's 48 years old.
He wishes.
That's right.
Love you, Mayor.
He don't look 48, does he, Mark?
Love you, Mayor. Love you.
No, he doesn't.
Have you had a chance to go over the bills, Billy?
Yes, sir.
You got any questions or additions?
I do not.
Will you make a motion?
If anybody else don't have no questions. Yes,
Any
I'll make a
questions or
motion.
anything about our accounts payable?
So moved.
I'll second. Sorry, Tootie.
Go ahead.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing for possible uses of municipal road aid funds for fiscal year 22/23. Lori, are we going to read that or whatever?
No, this is just for anybody that wanted to come. These are the public hearings.
The public
so,
hearing. I thought we had to open and close on that
yes,
prior
we
to.
do, we do.
Is there any, what do you want me to do?
I think we just asked.
Is anybody here on the municipal road aid funds for a comment that says public hearing? Let the record show there's no attendance for that.
And close the meeting.
And close that meeting. I don't think we've ever had anybody attend for that. Public hearing regarding possible uses of local government economic assistance fund, mineral tax return, fiscal year 22/23. Anybody want to comment on that? No comment. We'll close that. Public hearing as well. Public hearing for the adoption of the proposed municipal budget for fiscal year 22/23. Same thing? Let the record show there's nobody attended for that. As last time we got into this, we just made a boo-boo. We should have had Steve appear before us and tell us, since he has served on the planning and zoning board, that it may represent a conflict, and he needs to appear here verbally to tell us that. So the insurance that we accepted the last meeting, we're going to rescind that vote. Then we're going to let Steve appear before us, and then we'll re-vote on that. So I first want to entertain a motion and second to rescind the vote on the workman's compensation insurance, general liability, and property insurance that we bought last meeting. Do I hear a motion?
Does it have to be the people that made the motion? Or
No,
No.
no, it does
Leaning
not,
forward.
no.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Steve, you got the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, per Kentucky Revised Statutes, I'm required to come before you in addition to my conflict of interest statement I filed in January, to personally state a potential conflict of interest because I continue to serve on the Planning Commission, and I am an agent with Kincaid Cornell that does maintain the insurance policy for the city.
Thank you, Steve.
And the
Is there anything we need to do?
reasons we go through KLC and you represent, or your firm,
The best reason is they have the best products that we can find.
exactly.
They have a program specific for municipalities. We have other companies, we could go in and piecemeal it together as a commercial business versus a municipality, which is a corporate business.
Sure.
But there are the different idiosyncrasies and differences in a policy for some manufacturer versus a municipality.
They cover approximately 400 cities
Yes,
across the state.
yes.
So-
They are the insurer of most municipalities in the Commonwealth.
Do we need to make a motion or anything on that, Laura, or just make sure that's in the
You do
the
need-
minutes?
You do need to actually take a vote, making a finding that Steve Kincaid has met all the requirements of our local ordinance that require him to do that verbally.
Did you get that, Tootie?
Yes,
Well, do that.
I make a motion.
He makes that motion. That's-
I'll second.
All in favor?
So
Move.
moved. That sounded like a planning commission motion.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Good
your
night.
support.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Steve. Thank you for your
So
service.
all was in favor of that vote, correct?
Yes.
Thank you for your service on the Planning and Zoning Board and the good work that you guys do there. So again, I want to entertain a motion to approve the workman's compensation insurance, general liability, and property insurance that we approved last meeting, and we had just rescinded. Now I want to rescind it by another vote. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Blake?
Opposed.
Let the record show that Clayton opposed that. Okay, we're down to visitors, and Ernest, I know you're back. Did you want to talk to us?
Yes. As mentioned prior, I have copies of this document. This is the document that was given to me. I'm gonna give the chief one. This is the document that was given to me when I was arrested. Is anybody that's on the city council a college graduate?
Yes.
Have you ever required a transcript from your college?
Yes.
So you know that when you apply for a college transcript, there's several things wrong with this document. There's no seal on it. The first thing that I want to discuss is the signature of DJ Newton on the document. If the document was printed on May the 25th, how did his signature get on it? And he arrested me on May 30th.
Ernest?
That means this is a rhetorical question. How did his name get on the document if this document was printed on May the 25th? To authenticate a state document, when I make a transcript request from my state college, the person that takes my application for my transcript request, signature is gonna be on the paper, saying that they the one performing my transcript request. Then once they perform my transcript request, they're gonna seal it with the state seal, saying the date and the time in which they did that. There's no date and time on here with a state seal. And I think Chief knows by now that he authorized an illegitimate arrest of myself. The second problem with this document is, if this is a state document and this is a bench warrant, why is DJ Newton's name on his signature on here and not the judge? That means that DJ Newton printed this document out the night that he arrested me. He created this document. This is not an official state document. This is not.
Ernest, please.
I'm not asking you for your opinion.
I'm asking
I'm not
you.
asking you for your opinion.
This is the wrong body to bring this to. Did you go to the chief's office like I asked you
I
to?
don't have to go to the chief's office. The chief is the one that authorized this illegitimate arrest. You see he ain't saying nothing.
The city council.
Do
is
you
not-
see he ain't saying nothing, right?
The city council.
You see he ain't saying
Well,
nothing,
no,
right?
because you're talking me down
Oh,
like
okay.
you do him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is not the body
Authenticate
to
this
discuss
document,
that.
Chief.
As the city attorney, I would advise them not to speak if you threaten litigation.
Of course you can't speak because
And
this is
that's-
an illegal document.
That's standard procedure. If someone threatens to sue the city of Leitchfield, it's always my advice not to speak. If there's pending litigation, we would need to speak to whatever attorney that you've spoken to or plan to hire, because that's standard procedure of what I would advise the council to do and the department head. If there's some type of threat of litigation, that's just standard protocol is how it would be handled. And I understand.
But you're the state attorney, so prove that this is a state document. Where's the state seal?
I
I
understand.
asked you a question. If you ain't got no response to my question, you need to be quiet. If you got a response to my question,
It's about to
you
get out of
have a
hand.
response to my question.
I think we're done.
No, you don't.
I agree.
No, I'm not through
I
talking.
think we're done.
No, you don't. I'm not through talking.
I think
Do
we're
you have
done.
a response to my document?
I think we're done.
You may be done, but I'm not. You spoke, right? Do you have a response to my document? Is this a state document?
I don't know what type of document you have in front of you. It's just,
You don't know, and it said this is the bench warrant, and you don't know, and you the citizen's attorney?
I'm not gonna answer any questions involving
Well, don't say
something.
anything. If you ain't gonna answer no question, don't say nothing.
Ernest,
I'm not through talking. I'm
I'm
not through talking. I'm not through talking.
You are in this
You're not
body.
you're not gonna interrupt me when I'm talking.
Meeting
You gave me the floor.
adjourned. Meeting adjourned.
You better adjourn it. You better adjourn it. You better adjourn it.
That's my authority.
Yeah, and you're no longer the mayor. You got to Friday to resign. When you try to sell me that property, and you inside trader, and you use your position to gain that property to sell it to CVS, you inside trader. You so intelligent, you don't even know.
We're done.
I know you don't.
We're done.
You got to go.
We're done.
You got to go. Bye, leave. Everybody got to go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, you're not gonna come in here and tell us how to conduct
If
business.
you- I need to leave.
Okay, meeting
You ain't gonna
adjourned.
make me leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
You'll exit the building.
No, I will not.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
There hasn't been a formal vote taken to adjourn the meeting. The meeting's not adjourned. We can recess for a short time period, but
Exactly.
we would need to go back into session.
So I'm not through talking.
But we don't.
So you so big and
but
bad,
we-
Chief, come to rest. Since I can't finish talking.
But we
Since you
can't,
so big and bad,
but we
come to
can't
rest.
control how someone
I'm not
addresses the
listening to
city
you.
council.
I'm not listening to you. I'm not through talking.
We can address how someone's gonna address this council. And we give
Until you
certain
respond
time
to my
periods.
document, I'm not
I do not
listening
have
to
to
you.
respond.
Oh, you
to
don't,
your-
and I don't have to respond to you.
You can call for backup to
Okay.
have him removed from the building.
I don't
yes.
have to have backup to remove him. I don't have to have backup to remove him.
Is this meeting open to the public?
Not no more. You're done.
No, it's not legally adjourned.
You don't have to have a motion to adjourn.
Tough guy.
But-
the mayor can adjourn at any time he's in the meeting that he,
Well, y'all need to leave then if it's adjourned.
we can leave if we want to.
Okay, well, I can stay until y'all leave. I'm gonna sit right here.
Mayor, you can advise of how someone addresses the council.
And the
that
time
their
limit, you can
is-
set time
limit is
limits and
up,
everything.
that they are no longer gonna be addressing the
I'm
council.
gonna come after you just like you allowed them to come after me. You're done. You're no longer the mayor, sir. You can laugh all you want to.
Mayor, let's just go
When that hit
forward.
that paper and hit the mail, you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
What do you think, Earl?
We can go forward with our meeting.
Let's go.
Here on, Mayor.
I'll tell you what, we got an executive session coming up for a
Let's
piece
go
of
with
property.
And we can vote to go.
Somebody
with
make
it.
a motion.
I'll make a motion, we go into executive session.
Second.
Well, right here, here's the reason we're going into it for KRS
Because you don't
61.
wanna respond to my request for information. I need my documents back too. I expect y'all to do that because y'all was raised by racists. I expect you to throw it on the ground. Your mama probably was a racist too.
I got a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
All in
I'm talking to you.
favor?
Your mama
Bring
probably
it,
was a
bud.
racist too.
Who made the second on
Mama
that?
probably was a racist too.
Margie?
You're okay, Bill.
Okay, and it is for KRS 618101B, possible sale of property, and KRS 618101C, pending
Cause I will whoop
litigation.
your ass.
I don't see, hey, was that just a threat?
That's a
Yeah.
threat, Ernie.
You put your hands on me without a warrant, I'm gonna do that.
Let's exit the building, this could get nasty.
Let's,
Yeah.
I'll be right
let's,
back.
I want to entertain a motion to come back in regular session.
I'll make a motion.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Earlene, do you want to give us a short summary of what we were in discussion about?
Synopsis.
Yes, Mayor. One of the things we had discussed was the sale of the property on the bypass currently owned by the city. The city has come into an opportunity where there may be a possible sale. Because of that possible sale, we would need to take a vote for the mayor to be given the authority to negotiate that possible sale. Now, what I will say is if there is a sale that comes of that property, that contract would come back before the council and we take a second vote. But to enter into negotiations, we go ahead and take a vote on that tonight, Mayor.
You want to make a motion tonight, giving me the authorization to negotiate?
Yes, Your Honor.
That sale.
I
Who's
make
going
the
to make
motion.
it? Clayton's going to make it.
Second.
Second by Tootie. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank y'all for your support on that issue, and I hope that comes to fruition. Did you want to name the other?
Yes, and I just gave an update on
Litigation?
a pending litigation involving the city, and that there's going to be a motion filed on behalf of the city in that case next month, and hopefully we'll have some news within the next month or two to bring back to the council.
Thank you, Earlene. Okay, Sabrina, we're right down to the first reading. We've had to change the budget, and primarily it was due to Scotty's is working on the West Kentucky Parkway. If you went to E-Town, you noticed that. And they're not going to be able to do any blacktopping in Leitchfield until that project's over with. So he requested that we take the money left over in his budget from this year's fiscal year and put it in the next fiscal year. So that's, although there's another change or two, but primarily that's the reason that is. And West is going to, he's got about 15 streets that he's going to be working on. So we're going to be doing a lot of blacktop. And
Do you need a
Sabrina, you go
motion?
ahead.
Need a motion? No?
I just gotta read it.
She's gotta read it.
First time again.
Yeah.
First time was just a practice first time. Okay. An ordinance amending the City of Litchfield, Kentucky annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2021 through June 30, 2022 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government.
Several.
Whereas the City of Litchfield, Kentucky has heretofore adopted its budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2021 and ending June 30, 2022. Our ordinance enacted June 22nd, 2021 and amended March 21st, 2022. And whereas it is necessary to amend the said budget ordinance in order to more accurately reflect the revenues and expenditures of the City of Litchfield, Kentucky in certain budget categories. Now therefore be it ordained by the City of Litchfield, Kentucky as follows. The section 1 and 2 of the here and above described budget ordinance are amended to read as follows, with deleted portions being indicated by a single line drawn through them and added portions being indicated by a solid line drawn beneath them. Projected cash at June 30, 2021 in the general fund, $6,527,305 to $7,665,478. In the utility fund, went from $10,801,782 to $11,382,245. In the tourism fund, $1,165,438 to $1,489,555. The revenues, net profit returns, general fund went from $380,000 to $627,600. Occupational taxes, $2,200,000 to $2,675,000. Property taxes, $677,500 to $761,500. Insurance license taxes, $750,000 to $980,000. Franchise taxes, $325,000 to $335,000. ABC application and regulatory fees, $230,500 to $250,500. Other licenses, $900 to $950. Restaurant taxes, general fund, $770,000 to $800,000. Tourism fund, $770,000 to $800,000. Transfer restaurant taxes, negative $770,000 to negative $800,000 in the general fund. Hotel taxes, general fund, $7,000 to $9,000. Tourism fund, $7,000 to $9,000. Transfer of hotel taxes, general fund, negative $7,000 to negative $9,000. Mineral severance income, $16,000 to $19,400. Rental income, $60,950 to $60,750. Other revenue, $755,067 to $136,467. Interest income, $31,025 to $27,025. Sale of property, $39,000 to $536,250. Grant income, general fund, $20,900 to $1,803,800. Tourism fund, $900 to $20,924. HB 413 base court revenue, general fund, $7,500 to $11,000. Incentive pay, $86,000 to $84,000. IDC employee contributions, $114,800 to $114,800. Volunteer fire runs, $1,000 to $3,400. Grayson County fire dues, $135,000 to $140,000. State aid fire department, $11,000, stays the same at $11,000. Planning and zoning permit stays the same at $4,500. Municipal road aid, $131,000 to $118,780. Garbage pickup fees, $1,390,000 to $1,450,000. Solid waste dumping fees, $700,000 to $775,000. Recycling fees, $2,000 to $25,000. Animal shelter, animal control income, $61,650 to $101,250. Parks income, $263,715 to $38,200. Recreational income, $85,250 to $83,150. And the utility fund, water sales, $2,125,840 to $2,198,250. Sewer sales, utility fund, $1,765,200 to $1,826,800. Gas sales, $2,802,050 to $3,154,850. Grant RD funding for the water plant, $3,843,000 to $3 million. Tourism other income and tourism fund, $5,750 to $8,625. Tourism aquatic center revenue, $194,500, stays the same. Total current year revenue in the general fund, $8,480,257 to $11,174,322. Utility fund from $10,536,090 to $10,179,900. Tourism fund, $978,150 to $1,033,049. Total revenue and carry forward, general fund, $15,007,562 to $18,839,800. Utility fund, $21,337,872 to $21,562,145. Tourism fund, $2,143,588 to $2,522,604. Expenditures, general and administrative, in the general fund, $3,046,350 to $1,470,150. Alcohol beverage control, $391,225 to $386,675. Industrial development coordinator, $130,650 to $120,650. Police department, $2,142,450 to $2,061,350. Fire department, $863,025 to $870,525. Planning and zoning, $120,950 to $125,600. Public Works Department, $2,804,350 to $2,755,850. Animal Shelter, Animal Control, $349,250 to $380,800. Parks, $512,690 to $264,875. Recreation, $467,425, $412,750. And the utility fund, water, $2,809,635 to $2,729,910. Sewer, $2,161,400 to $2,185,000. Gas, $2,593,540 to $2,957,840. Capital improvements, $4,253,200 to $3,337,850. Tourism in the tourism fund, $503,517 to $509,617. Tourism aquatic center, $602,450 to $621,400. Total current year expenses, general fund, $10,828,365 to $8,849,225. In the utility fund, $11,817,775 to $11,210,600. Tourism fund, $1,105,967 to $1,131,017. Current year net income or loss, general fund, a loss of $2,348,108 to a gain of $2,325,097. Utility fund, loss of $1,281,685 to a loss of $1,030,700. Tourism fund, a loss of $127,817 to a loss of $97,968. Adjustments for non-cash budget items, depreciation, and the utility fund, $1,325,000 to $1,155,000. Projected ending cash balance with carry forward, general fund, $4,179,197 to $9,990,575. Utility fund, $10,845,097 to $11,506,545. Tourism fund, $1,037,621 to $1,391,587.
Are you done, Sabrina?
I'm done, I'm sorry.
Have we
I
set
didn't slam
it,
my ruler down this time.
Lori, have you set a date for the second reading of this?
Well, I'd asked everybody to reply, but I hadn't heard anything back from anybody yet.
It's just gonna be
For
a,
Thursday at 9 o'clock, so. Would everybody, and that would be for the second reading of the amended and the proposed. Would everybody, or would we at least have a quorum for 9 o'clock?
we need a
Thursday?
quorum.
Yes.
I'll be for Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday at 9 o'clock.
So we got, Jessica, would you be able to be?
I think I can, yeah.
Judy?
I can,
Yeah.
I got an appointment at 9, but I can get out about 10 minutes. It'll be a little after 9.
So we'll have 4 people here, so we'll have a quorum.
Yeah.
And then you'll
You can show up.
show up, yes.
Vote. You just get to miss the first part of me
Can we,
reading.
can we do it, can we do it at 9:15?
We can.
I mean, if that's what,
Yeah.
needs 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You want 9:15?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we leave tonight, I still have it brought up on my computer. I'll just go change the time to 9:15 and I'll get everybody to sign that.
Sign it before we
David
leave.
doesn't have to go around and get everybody to sign it.
Okay, good. Okay, thanks, Sabrina, you're doing an excellent job.
Thanks. Y'all, I gotta read one more thing.
Okay, approval to schedule special call meeting, oh, we just done that.
She's gotta
didn't we?
read another
Just
one.
thing,
You gotta
Mayor.
read the proposal.
We got several.
Okay, keep on.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I thought you were done.
Just with the one. All right. An ordinance adopting the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2022 through June 30, 2023 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government. Whereas an annual budget proposal and message have been prepared and delivered to the City Council of the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2022 and ending June 30, 2023 by the mayor of the city, and whereas the City Council has reviewed the said budget proposal and budget message and made all modifications which were deemed appropriate, now therefore be it ordained by the City of Leitchfield, Kentucky as follows, that the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2022 and ending June 30, 2023 is hereby adopted as follows. Projected cash at June 30, 2022, general fund $9,990,575, utility fund $11,506,545, tourism fund $1,391,587, revenues, net profit returns, general fund $480,000, occupational taxes $2,675,000, property taxes $761,500, insurance license taxes $980,000, franchise taxes $335,000, ABC application and regulatory fees, $250,500, other licenses, $950, restaurant taxes, general fund, $800,000, tourism fund, $800,000, transfer of restaurant taxes, general fund, negative $800,000, hotel taxes, general fund, $9,000, tourism fund, $9,000, transfer of hotel taxes, negative $9,000, mineral severance income, general fund, $19,400, rental income, $60,750, other revenue, $105,867, interest income, $20,020, sale of property, nothing, grant income, $272,300, in the general fund, $1,550, in the tourism fund, HB 413 base court revenue, general fund, $11,000, incentive pay, $84,000, IDC employee contributions, $80,000, volunteer fire runs, $2,000, Grayson County Fire dues, $136,000. State aid fire department, $11,000. Planning and zoning permits, $4,500. Municipal road aid, $144,000. Garbage pickup fees, $1,450,000. Solid waste dumping fees, $775,000. Recycling fees, $5,000. Animal shelter, animal control revenue, $96,250. Parks and recreational income, $94,300. In the utility fund, water sales, $2,190,550. Sewer sales, $1,820,300. Gas sales, $3,968,100. Grant rural development funding for water plant, $1,562,500. In the tourism fund, tourism other income, $7,000. Tourism aquatic center revenue, $194,500. Total current year revenue, general fund, $8,854,337. Utility fund, $9,541,450. Tourism fund, $1,012,050. Total revenue and carry forward, general fund, $18,844,912. Utility fund, $21,047,995. Tourism fund, $2,403,637. Expenditures, general fund, general and administrative, $3,044,702. Alcohol beverage control, $365,800. Industrial development coordinator, $130,550. Police department, $1,890,850. Fire department, $949,225. Planning and zoning, $187,000. Public works department, $3,499,000. Animal shelter, animal control, $443,000. Parks, $576,475. Recreation, $436,425. The utility fund, water, $3,121,785. Sewer, $2,218,400. Gas, $3,544,225. Capital improvements, $2,501,200. The tourism fund, tourism, $693,141. Tourism aquatic center, $646,350. Total current year expenses, general fund, $11,523,027. Utility fund, $11,385,610. Tourism fund, $1,339,491. Current year net income or loss, general fund loss of $2,668,690. Utility fund loss of $1,844,160. Tourism fund loss of $327,441. Adjustment for non-cash budget items depreciation. Utility fund $1,425,000. Projected ending cash balance with carry forward. General fund $7,321,885. Utility fund $11,087,385. Tourism fund, $1,064,146. Now I'm done.
The mayor have to read his message again?
I don't think so. You should, yes. You read it again.
Okay, Sabrina, are you done?
I hope so. Till the next
I
time.
hope so. Okay, we're gonna go for Thursday at 9:15. And I said all we need is a quorum, and it's gonna be just what Sabrina just read.
Lori, I may not actually be able to be here. I'm in the leadership class Thursday. I thought I had something, so if I can get away, I will, but April's a stickler about making sure we're there all day.
She'll give you a break for this.
I'll get whistles and strings.
Yeah, see if she's good with me coming, because she's been fussing at people for leaving.
Sabrina
We
has
won't keep you
given
more
you,
than 20 minutes.
Sabrina's give you highlights of some of the ones that the department heads had, the same as you had before, except the changes are highlighted in yellow. And if you got any questions about it, you can ask Sabrina. Okay, we're down to the resolution authorizing Mayor Emmett to execute fiscal year 22-23 municipal road aid contract in the amount of $148,526.92. Do we have a motion and a second on that?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bid opening results for rock and asphalt materials. Asphalt in place, excavation, earthwork, and concrete materials. Heather, I should have said earlier, welcome to the city council meeting, and you're doing a fine job at Public Works. You sure are.
Thank you.
And I'm encouraging other council members. There was some furniture out by the Dollar General store. They don't like putting that in the garbage truck. They want to send out a separate truck. So I took a picture and texted it to Heather. Heather, with furniture out here, in 2 hours it's gone. And even with bushes and limbs, they want to know whether to take the big truck or just something small they could grab. So sometimes a picture and send that to Heather, and she'll take care of it. That's the best, easiest, best way to communicate with Public Works. And by and large, they're very responsive. Thank you, Heather. Now, go ahead.
Thank you.
Do you want me to do it?
I don't have it.
Okay. Sabrina and I opened the bids this morning at 11:07 for the asphalt, the rock, the concrete. Scotty's was the only one that had submitted a bid for the rock and the asphalt. IMI, however, they did send a bid through email, but it wasn't a sealed bid like the requirements were. So after speaking with Arlene on the one for concrete, we're gonna reject that bid and have Heather put it back out there and do another bid opening for that. But as for Scotty's, like I said, they're the only one that bid the asphalt and the rock. So you all can see the pricing there that they submitted, and they do have on both of them that due to the fluctuations in the market for petroleum-based products, we reserve the right to adjust these bid prices up or down, and I need to fix that because that says equal or minus. At the time of placement to reflect the changes in the Kentucky Average Price Index as published monthly by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. The bid is based on current June 2022 KAPI of $704. And they did put that on both the crushed stone and asphalt material. So, do you all want to accept those bids? I mean, that's the only bid we have, so.
Yeah, what's your choice? Hear a motion to accept those bids?
I'll make a motion.
Clayton? Cootie, Cottrell second. All in favor?
Aye.
And we'll get Heather to get that back out in the paper. If we can do the concrete, maybe get it to her tomorrow, and have it go back out Saturday.
Choose from it.
But see that concrete on site truck that just started, and that they sponsored the last chamber lunch, Cootie. And, you know Tinker that runs the service station?
Yeah.
It's his brother Pat and his lovely wife.
Okay.
Approval of did anybody else have any questions on the blacktopper bids or anything like that? Approval of the April 2022 financial statement. Motion and a second? Second? Margie, all in favor?
Aye.
Reappointment of Lyndall Sharp to the Tourism Commission. Terms up for reappointment. Term will be July 1st to June the 30th of 2025. Do I hear a motion to reappoint Lyndall?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Lyndall's a good member of the board, and approval of the Grace County Historical Society proclamation. It's attached to you. We met down here with the Historical Society last Tuesday, and Judge Henderson and I and Mayors Caneville and Clarkson all signed it. And that's when Jim Allen gave us a talk about being at the Pentagon on 9/11. And it's attached to your minutes. Would I hear a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we done covered the executive session. Lori and I talked about this pay scale ordinance, and we're going to work on that. She's done a lot of work on it. Lori, didn't you think we ought to put that off again?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're going to put that off
We didn't
again.
get a chance in the work session.
We don't want to feel obligated if we pass that to be bound to paying in that set of scales. And so she's finding out, she had heard that we could pass it, but what people made was still at our liberty. But now she heard today that if we pass that, we'd be obligated to get people in those particular scales. And some of them, for the great majority of them.
Say that again.
The scales
During
that,
our training,
tell it.
they were talking about pay scales, and they said the way I understood in the talk, we might be bound to that, so I just want to clarify that with KLC.
Good.
Because there's going to be some exclusions when some of them, and I'll use myself, for instance, when I become city clerk, I still needed the certifications, so.
Let her get some clarification.
There's going to be some reasoning behind on some of them not being able to do the minimum until you get to the qualifications you need, so. I just want to verify that with KLC.
Leadership class government day will be this Thursday between 2:45 and 3:30, and they'd like to have some council members down here as well and talk to these people. So if you're available, come down. Start saying it'd be nice to have our city council shirts on, but I don't know, other than our blue ones,
We got those neon yellow ones.
Now, I like those. And the girls have been wearing them in the office, and they have to.
Well, I'll be here. I'm in the class, so.
Okay. Well, come down and let's talk to this group if you're available. Chamber luncheon is July the 14th. Please let Lori know by July the 8th. You got plenty of time to decide on that. I want to give everybody the opportunity to make a comment or input. And Heather, I'm going to come to you first because I know that you and I have been having a discussion about recycle. So tell it.
Well, I had that gentleman that came from Indianapolis that was wanting to see about selling all of our recycling to him. He didn't get back with me today, so I'm gonna try to call him again tomorrow. I'd left him a message on his phone. He was gonna send us some pricing on it, on what he would pay for everything and what the shipping and everything would be.
Do we have to ship it to you?
No. We won't have to ship it to them.
No, they're gonna come and get it. There's a freight charge, is what I'm talking about. The freight, but, he's gonna try to do away with the freight charge and everything.
He said if it's clean separated, Mike could split the freight. If it's super nice, Mike could do away with freight completely.
Yeah.
And it's the first time that we've had.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I still think we're talking about and we'll have to explore it. We're talking about the difference of people bringing it to us and picking it up.
Well, now, they're gonna bring it, they're gonna pick it up, they're gonna bring us a trailer and set it there.
Yes,
Leave it till
but what I'm
it's
saying,
full.
the residential,
Yeah.
sending
Oh, yeah.
our
Send people
recycle
back.
trucks out in the neighborhood, I don't think we're there yet, especially with increased price of gasoline.
Right.
But we might could even open it up to county residents,
But we got a lot that comes in that just gets dropped off.
just dropped off.
Yeah, Mayor, I was gonna tell you, if we can really get something like that going and advertise it well, I'd never thought of it this way before, but that really entices the lake community to come into Litchfield. And the only reason I say that is we were eating at that new restaurant where Nolan lodges the other night. And the couple sitting beside us got to talking about Litchfield, and she's like, yeah, I usually come up there about once a week when I bring my recyclables.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't realize that people come from the lake here just to do that. So
You
I
know
thought
what,
that
a
was-
lot of it is, Jessica, if you go up there on Monday morning to these bins outside of the gate, it's people who don't want to pay a garbage pickup, and they bring and set it up there. So it's a mess every Monday morning. And I said, if it can break even, it don't have to be profitable.
When we had the recycling open on a Saturday, half a day, do we still have that much garbage outside the gate?
Not quite as much, but
No.
still, they just held it off till Sunday and brought it up there.
Right.
But you hate to.
I don't think
close
I don't think it's because they don't want to pay. I just think that's the time they do it,
Yeah.
is on the weekend. People are off, people come down from the lake,
Well,
people, I mean,
A
I
lot
think
of
it's
our
more of
dumpster-
a,
A lot of our dumpster
So-
stuff, Billy, is people who's bringing it from out of county, because I got a license plate off of that one on Mill Street the other day, and had Tyler, and it was a county resident. That don't mean that's what was bringing this up
so
here.
you were all dead against recycling. What's turned you on now?
I've never been against recycling. We've been some of the biggest recyclers there is. I'm not for losing $200,000 in the process of it.
Right.
And I talked to the people at Lincoln Trail the other day. Lincoln Trail serves 9 different counties, and there's not a single one doing residential pickup. They're all doing it, bringing it in. And that's why I'm saying we're getting near this project. I'd love to, I think we're to having a recycle program starting back up. I don't think we're to the point of sending recycle trucks into our neighborhoods. And I hope we can, but like I said, with the price of gasoline, price of labor, but there's not a city our county that's going out and picking it up that I'm aware of. And I ask. No, we've been recyclers. I mean, there's nobody that has sent more trash through Litchfield than Rick Embry.
Well, trash
I am.
and recycling's different, but,
I mean,
Okay.
the bag Joyce carries is recycling. The one I carry is for trash, and there's a difference. I've never been against recycling.
but we're not doing recycling at the recycling center.
Yeah, we are.
No, because
Right.
the superintendent said we were losing $200,000 a year, but now that's on cost of pickup.
What are we recycling, Heather?
They're recycling mainly cardboard, but they've started doing everything that's getting brought in up there.
Yeah.
They go through all of it, do the plastic and everything. And on that, where it was such a big negative, the composting is on that too. where they do the compost in the back, that comes off of recycling.
So if the citizens want to recycle in Litchfield, they can just bring it to the recycling center
Yeah,
now?
I've got
Okay.
inmates up there that help recycle with them. Yep.
I told you what I asked Bob Decker. That's, that ABC. He was in City Hall, and I said, Bob, why don't you let me see the recycle program for $1 a month? He said, well, I can't afford to lose money the way the city has. He said, I don't have that deep a pocket. Heather, I wanted to name something else. I've give Tyler the authority to take 3 buildings that the Catholic Church owns and demolish them and bring them down. So that's that old building behind the car lot there, Billy.
Yes.
And I'm 71 years old, and for the life of me, I don't remember anything ever being in that building.
For us to tear it down?
No, no.
No,
Or say somebody called
to
about
take it
something.
all,
Yeah.
to accept it.
Just
Okay,
accept
yeah,
it.
oh, yeah, he's going to.
I mean, we're not making money on that, but when we read these abandoned and dilapidated properties, and we do lose a little bit, that's a lot cheaper than going down on Levette Street and taking our row back, 4 employees, and cleaning it out.
I just
We're
don't
just
think
having,
they-
we're having a little trouble finding somebody to do it, is what the problem is.
Okay, I started saying, I
Oh,
don't
you
think
are?
you need to mention
Yeah.
it because of.
Do you remember anything ever being in that house behind the
No,
bus
there's parts,
station?
people just stored parts in it.
But I don't
Everybody
remember
that's had
anybody
a lot
living there or anything, do you, Tootie?
But I don't
No, not
know.
so.
The walls
No.
move when the wind blows, so it's crazy.
Okay, Heather, are you done talking?
I'm done.
You're doing an excellent job over there,
Thank you.
and everybody brags on you, don't they, Tootie?
Thank you.
David Riley,
I'm gonna come pick you.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Earlene, congratulations on Monroe, and I'm glad that you got over your illness. It's good to have you back in the building. You've done an excellent job. We're tickled to death
Good to be back.
that you're back.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add, but thank you.
Sabrina, do you?
I have said no.
Lori Woosley?
I don't have anything.
Moon, we're glad to have you back. You've been to Alaska, and,
Glad to be back.
well,
Too cold.
you know, we might wear our yellow shirts if anybody wants to Thursday. Does that sound good?
I'll wear mine.
I'll wear mine. You know, the City Hall's been wearing theirs on Thursdays anyway. So let's make Thursday yellow shirt.
Yellow
Clayton,
Thursday.
you got anything you want to comment?
No, sir.
Margie Decker?
No, sir.
Tootie,
No, sir.
Tootie said he's feeling better, his back's better.
Getting better.
Jessica, you got anything?
Nope.
Billy Dallas?
Yes. Arlene and David. Just like that instance that happened earlier, where do we draw a line? He was way out of line, and I'm not blaming, I'm just saying, he was way out of line early before anybody.
I think he could have been escorted. I
Do
think
do
he-
we
I think
have, do we have a policy for that? Do we need to
There's
make a
not-
policy for
There's not a
that?
policy. We can create a policy.
Do we,
There's
that's
one.
not against your rights?
We can look into creating some type of policy for that. I think there's some,
I mean, there's no reason for anybody to get loud like he did
No.
in here
No.
without having a normal discussion.
He is the type of person, if you let him talk and get it out, because we've dealt with him, he will go.
I would.
He will go, but he will argue with you. And the more you argue with him, the more he gets.
But doesn't the
I-
mayor have?
Well,
authority-
I'm the only one sitting here that he was talking about my mama, okay? You don't start talking about my mama, okay? Don't care who's listening, watching,
Right.
whatever, okay? I draw the line, and that's why I had to leave.
Right.
I had to get up and walk out, guys. But, I mean, if we need to create something or some kind of policy,
I don't think that would have affected him. I don't think he cared what our policy was.
I agree.
And probably this discussion would probably be better off being talked about after the adjourn. But,
no, we want to be as transparent about it as we can be, Mayor, okay?
Yeah.
That, I mean.
I get
it's-
what you're saying,
it's
though. It
gonna
wouldn't have
lead-
stopped him, but if we had a
Yeah, and-
policy, it would
Yes.
protect us on ejecting him at the correct time.
I was told when I took office, said, Mayor, you can call for an adjournment at a moment's notice. If things get out of control, just call the meeting adjourned.
But obviously, it didn't work, because we was right back in.
I don't know
So,
what else to do.
I don't know where
I
that
would
went.
entertain a motion of adjourn now.
Yeah, do you have to have a second, a motion and a second?
That's what we customarily do, but I think that's a matter of custom, and Earlene can check. I was told that if the meeting got out of control at any point, the mayor can adjourn the meeting at a moment's notice. But like I said, Earlene can check.
Yeah,
And
I'll-
I didn't have
I'll-
I didn't have no other option. And, That's
I'll
it.
come back with information. I don't know that I've.
I'll make a
motion
to adjourn.
I say, anybody second? I'd go second it. All in favor, aye. Turn your microphones off.